Hi everyone, it's Tiffany Sharp. I just wanted to show you a quick flip through of my junk journal January junk journal. It is made from my project in Fodder School 3. It's painted, file foldered. I just did these really grungy layers of paint on here. So this was my Fodder School 3 project with a little pocket here, and I just turned it into a junk journal by adding these pages. So if you saw my, let's see, I think it was day 9, my day 9 of the junk journal January challenge, you saw a blank book, what this looked like without having all the pages filled in. But now it's the end of January, and I thought I would just do a quick little flip through of what it looks like. I just did a few pages because I knew January was going to be super busy for me this year. I've got just all kinds of things going on, including a brand new puppy. She's almost 4 months old and taking a lot of my time, a lot of my time. So that's where I've been for the past few months, couple of months. And yeah, so let me go ahead and get started. So this is Tuck Spot. And of course, like I said, it was already there. So I just used that for one of my prompts. I put, I printed this out on my little tiny printer, and it's super hard to look at. But if I can put my glasses on and squint, I can see one of the prompts is Tuck Spot. Oh, by the way, Junk Journal January was created by Meg Journals, and she has invited and collaborated with a bunch of artists to make a video for each of these prompts. So if you're not familiar with Junk Journal January, they are sponsored by Get Messy this year, and I've done this for a couple of years now. She also does Junk Journal July, which I've also been a part of for a couple of years, so it's a lot of fun. This is the first year that I was actually able to participate very much, so I was really happy to do that. All right, so anyway, that's the little bit of background. A lot of these stencils and stuff that you see, even some stamps, these are art foamy stamps, were made by Megan Quinlan. So Megan Quinlan designs all these stencils that I love using, and even the wording here too, actually. And so you'll see a lot of her products. She is at Megan Quinlan Studio on Instagram, and I believe on YouTube as well. But she has an Etsy shop where you can get those stencils if I mention any of them. Okay, so I wanted to explain this little card that I made. It says Griffin and Sabine, and this is a book that Megan actually sent me, Megan Quinlan sent me, and it was a fun book to read. It's like little postcards and letters, correspondence between Griffin and Sabine. But the cool thing is, another friend of mine, Liz Constable, who lives in New Zealand, sent me some paper recently, and then she sent like cute little bits of paper with stamped images on them, and the stamped images are from that book. Anyway, I thought that was like a huge coincidence because it all happened within just a few weeks of each other. And prior to that, I had never heard of this book, Griffin and Sabine, before. And I don't remember the author's name, but I'll maybe write it down here in text once I look that up. It's a really cute book. It's pretty intriguing. So if you want to, it's a short book. It's like letters and postcards, like I said, kind of like a little puzzle or a clue type of book. So as far as the pages, I went pretty simple because I didn't have a lot of time. But I really tried to use up some of my fussy cuts and stuff. This was from Fodder Challenge of 2023. And so these focal points are just kept in my fodder keeper, and so I just dug through that and tried to reuse some of the things. This one was for Flo. And daily logs, that prompt, I immediately thought of all the logs that I've been keeping for the past couple of months having to do with the puppy. We keep track of when she sleeps, when she eats, when she goes potty, and it's really helpful. So we're doing that. And then this page, oh, I love this spread. So like calming. And this is, I used the prompt throwback because I had fussy cut this flower from a vintage flower book a long time ago. So I was able to find that and use it finally. And this one is for stitched. This is another one of Megan Quinlan's stencils, and it's watercolored. This breathe in slowly was what my allergy doctor told me. I was like having a hard time getting enough air. He called it air hunger. So he was like, you just have to breathe in really slowly. And then I was like breathing in slowly. He's all, no, slower. So anyway, it helps if you're like overwhelmed and stressed like I was getting. Apparently that was the issue. So breathe in slowly is the key. Sleep is underrated is something that I am finding out as, you know, getting up with puppy at night, early in the morning. It has been a lot of work. And as I get older, it's tougher and tougher. So that's what that's about. And then this one, I didn't put the prompt, but it's peeking out, I think is the prompt. And it has to do with this little kitty cat here who is peeking out. And then there's a kitty cat here. This is the spread that I made for the word foliage, and you can see a full video of how I made this spread in another of my YouTube videos. And this one is texture. Again, Megan Quinlan stencil. This is just a stamp, and I wrote about the great horned owl that I hear at night sometimes. It's really cool. We just hear it outside of our window sometimes. This one is fabric, and I just wrote some words. This was from, I don't know what this was from. Anyway, we made fabric. I can't really remember what this was from. I think I just did that a while ago. But this fabric was made from a fodder challenge lesson that we did last year too, and I just wrote some words having to do with January this year for me anyway. I'm hoping to get a couple more words that are happier than, well, puppy is happy, cold and taxes not all that great, so I've left some space. And this one is for borders, the prompt to borders. Megan sent me some washi tapes, so those are her washi tapes, and of course her stencil there too. And these are her stamps from Art Foamies, and I have quite a collection of Art Foamy stamps now. I had to go and get some storage solutions just so I could store these Art Foamy stamps because I'm kind of addicted to them. They're a lot of fun. But this is the interactive prompt, and I just put this little, I just cut this little thing out so that I could put anything here. And what fits the best is like a card, a punch card or a business card. But this is my favorite coffee store in town, locally. It's called Corpy Coffee, and they stopped using their stamp cards, so I'm just gonna hang on to this one and leave it in there. I like to go get their soups. They have the best soups. So that is just a quick flip through. Oh, I think this one is gonna be for the prompt whimsical. I feel like that's pretty whimsical. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, I have a magnet here that's keeping this closed, and this little, I was working with these for another project, so this little thing stuck on there. That's kind of cool. So yeah, that's it as far as my flip through. I hope you guys are having a wonderful January. It's been interesting here in Minnesota because all the snow has melted and I can see the grass and all the leaves that we didn't pick up last year in the fall. The dog is chewing all of those. Her name is Ziggy. She's fun. She's cuddly, but man, she's a handful. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.